Chairman of the Board of Governors, Mr. David Mays, other members of the board, the Cuban Ambassador to Jamaica, Mr. Yuri A. Gala Lopez and Mrs. Lopez, the Honorable Mike Fennell, President of the Jamaica Olympic Association, other invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Our guest speaker today is a very special person who is no stranger to the areas of sports and education. He is a past student of the Glenmuir High School and a graduate of the University of the West Indies, where he completed a bachelor's degree in mathematics and computer science, a diploma in education, and a master's degree in education. He has over 40 years of experience in education, and most of these have been spent at his alma mater. For 27 of those years, he served as principal of the institution. In his continued contribution to education, he has served as CXC examiner in mathematics since 1979 and currently supervises markers of the subject in this examination. He is a contributor to the Gleaners Youth Link CXC study guide in mathematics and conducts seminars in mathematics for the Gleaner Company in Montego Bay, Kingston, and Savannah Lamar. An avid sports enthusiast, he served as president of the Interschool Secondary Association for many years and now serves as immediate past president. He has been a member of the Penn Relays High School Committee and coordinator of Jamaica's involvement since 1992. As a result of his commitment to the fields of education and sports, he was awarded the Jamaica Teacher of the Year Award in 1994, Boss of the Year for Clarendon in 1998, I'm going to stop for a while and allow our minister. Okay, I'll continue. Our guest speaker was awarded the Jamaica Teacher of the Year Award in 1994, Boss of the Year for Clarendon in 1998, and All-Island Runner Boss of the Year in the same year. Also, he was awarded the LASCO Teacher of the Year. In 2001, he was honored for outstanding work in sports and education by the Carrera Sports Foundation and the Kiwanis Club of Maypen. In 2006, he was awarded the Medal of Appreciation for Service to Education, the Order of Distinction Officer Class for Outstanding Service to Youth, Culture, and Sport. Believe it or not, he still finds time to serve as church committee member and the People's Warden at the St. Gabriel's Anglican Church, where he's an active member. And yes, he's a married man. Our guest speaker is simply a fascinating individual who now holds the post of Chief Education Officer in the Ministry of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm GC Foster welcome to our guest speaker for this morning, Mr. Clement Radcliffe.
Cuban Ambassador to Jamaica, Honorable Natalie Nita Headley, MP and Minister of Sports, Mr. David Mays, Chairman of GC Foster College, Mr. Mike Fennell, President of the Jamaica Olympic Association, and the head of other sporting organizations, Mr. Edward Shakes, Principal, other distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The place where the speaker stands was strategically selected to ensure that a 5 minutes or less presentation is the order today. This is one message I will not fail to accept. But let me at the outset extend the sincere apology of the Honorable Minister of Education and indeed the Permanent Secretary for their unavoidable absence this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, a cursory look at the current news will indicate some of the struggles that we in government must face at this time. You know, I must commend the Minister of Sports for being here. Obviously, our shop is a little different. But they would have loved to be here, and indeed, I can guarantee that their visit will be made in short order. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to be part of this audience on this historic occasion where we attempt 3 different activities, but activities which are all linked to the business of sports. I know that Mr. Fennell attempted unsuccessfully to remove G.C. Foster from the Ministry of Education. I'm here to celebrate its return. I'm here to celebrate its return to the fold of the Education Ministry, where it logically belongs. The absence of the minister this morning, therefore, is no indication of how we feel about G.C. Foster as part of the education landscape. Ladies and gentlemen, we at the Ministry of Education believe that sports is one of the major areas of life that we must look to for the cultivation of values and attitudes. Let me bring your attention back to current news and current reality. Values and attitudes is at the heart of the way forward. Whatever can be done, whatever support in the spheres of life that we can garner to help change our focus in this country, we must. Ministry of Education must be tied closer to sports as we join with the Ministry of Sports through the Prime Minister's office to continue to highlight and empower that activity in our lives. We expect, certainly, that our development of an ethic for hard work, discipline, teamwork, dedication to task, and fair play. As we practice these our daily endeavors, we must enjoy the benefits in the quality of life that exists in Jamaica. The Ministry of Education joined the sporting fraternity to say yes, we as a nation deserve to celebrate our performances over the years. We as a nation, we have done it, we have been there. We have bragging rights, certainly. The 10 years, 10 golden years in cricket is there for us to see as world champions. When we listen to those 2 young ladies in Australia who represent Australian clubs, but are Jamaican product, we say we can compete with the best in netball. Football, even if we continue to celebrate 1980, we were within the top 32 in the world. And track and field, oh track and field, in 2012, we don't have to speak to that. Yes, we have bragging rights. We must and done our duty to celebrate. But why G.C. Foster College? I am not surprised that this institution was considered itself capable of leading the drive. You see, in 1980, when our neighbors, led by, well, the ambassador wasn't there, he represented our neighbors who had the foresight, the generosity to establish this institution with the kind of acreage that can support sports development all around. He set the stage for this activity today. GC Foster is in the midst of its own development, improving its physical facilities, whether it's accommodation or in terms of the wide variety of sports which it's offering. Informed investigation and research and definitively stated position of what this ought to do. This can only come out of GC Foster College.
There you go.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we have the legacy to celebrate, but how do we preserve it? The launch of this museum is a step in the right direction. But when it's opened in September, the job is not completed. Certainly, all of us can enjoy the benefits, but we are looking to other things. It's my view that in 2012, sports are not to be about taking different grouping of students, train them to their physical limit, and they perform to their standards. Sports is beyond that. And I'm hoping that the launch of this museum will begin to awaken in all of us. Not you here, you know, but those in the wider Jamaica, to the fact that preserving the legacy is about sustainability and viability. And how are we going to do that? Only now we are hearing about that very enlightening program which is established by the Carol Beckford Enterprise, which is enhancing the business of sports. This is where some of us ought to take the matter of sports. So as they enjoy themselves at stadium, as they enjoy themselves on Sunday who will win the Premier League, we must have persons sitting and thinking, where are we taking sports? Where are we guaranteeing the sustainability of our endeavor? A sports museum, yes, can help in this area, especially the area of the economic activity as part of the whole structure. It could help to drive tourists to our beautiful islands. We want to find a way to make sure that Jamaica becomes the best destination for sports, so we begin to reap what others are in this area of sports economy. The place where champions can play and the place where fans come to see them play. At the 2011 Tourism Awards, Jamaica was not only won the prize for the Caribbean's leading destination, but also Caribbean leading beach destination, and also won the Caribbean leading sports tourism destination. This is where this activity should lead us. Certainly, GC Foster today has shown the kind of insight into the other side of sports. I'm hoping GC Foster is also thinking about how do you enhance this institution as a financial earner of, our leading earner of foreign exchange. How you market this destination here to attract persons from outside to not only watch or the product of our coaches perform on the field of sports, but come to Jamaica to learn what they know. Your coach, your track and field head, is probably one of the most successful junior coach, but we need to get more for the nation for developing Mr. Coach. And you at GC Foster College must find a way to market and promote this institution to bring the people from the Eastern Caribbean. What am I saying then, ladies and gentlemen? Today, we are going to laud the giant after whom this institution was named. Today, we are going to share with you the exhibit that is prepared for your benefit. But today, in launching this museum, I'm asking that you continue to partner with the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Sports, certainly the other appropriate ministries, to look at the economic benefits that we gain and we are potentially able to gain from sports. Certainly in the year 2012, as you all as an army descend on Birmingham and London, you will have the example. I hope, Mr. Shakes, your team will be adequately represented at the Olympics. So you can not only enjoy our performance, but you will learn from the wider experiences there. Because it's time, as a poor nation, we leverage the benefits available in all our successful areas. If and when I'm invited to speak to the Music Awards entertaining function in Jamaica, I will simply say that we have been good in the performing arts, but good is not the only expectation. Is how are we leveraging the benefits that can be gained. So today, the Ministry of Education challenges this team that in good work, there's always more work. Let us take sports in Jamaica to the other level. Congratulations to the army of thinkers who envisaged this institution, who guided this project. Long may your support for the education continue. And as I move in response to the signal I just received, I say to you, thank you very much on behalf of the Ministry of Education.